Hey everyone, weekend update, December 4th, 2020. I'm currently making some dinner, and it is, I got a little bit of ramen here, cage-free eggs, and I picked up some bacon, which I use the scissors to cut those open. Got my cast iron going, boiling some water for the ramen. Basically, I'm gonna be making some ramen. I'm gonna put some eggs and bacon right on top. It's chicken flavors, so that'll be a good little accent, I believe. I also didn't fully think this through, so I'm probably gonna have to set my phone down at some point, and it's just gonna look weird. That's all. But I'll show you the end result. Like right now, I'm putting the eggs back in the fridge, but my video camera isn't letting me flip to the other side, so that's pretty stupid. So I'm gonna prop you up there, and we're just gonna have a good time. I've been letting the... Whew, that's getting hot. I've been letting the cast iron heat up for about 10 minutes now. If you don't have a cast iron, you're supposed to heat it up first, and then so it can cook evenly all the way around. And apparently I didn't cut the bacon all the way. It's like vacuum sealed, so I couldn't tell. It's been a good week for me, kind of, I guess. Trying to stay busy. That's partly why I enjoy playing my guitar so much, is it's just kind of an outlet. And this week I needed an outlet. I don't know why, but something about being depressed your entire life. You have a couple of good weeks, months. You have a couple of bad weeks and months, and this has been just a rough week emotionally, and that's it. So just trying to power through that. Got some bacon here, so I can show you something. What's nice about the bacon is the grease from it. I don't even have to put oil in the cast iron. It just does it on its own. Dang, these are huge pieces of bacon. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is a nice and loud sizzle. I like that. I like that a lot. The water for the ramen is finished boiling. I was trying to time it just right so that the noodles would be, because they're gonna take like 2 minutes maybe. Because you gotta have that noodle base, so to speak, and then you put I like to put the bacon and egg on top of that. A lot of times I'll use a ham. I really love ham, but I didn't see any at the store besides like sandwich stuff, which it's not bad. It's just I don't want that kind of ham. A handy dandy wooden spoon. My car's been running pretty good, thankfully, still, since we replaced that part. I haven't really had any issues. The only issues is me. I'm not the smartest person in the world, so that makes things a little difficult. I've been sleeping a little bit better, for the most part. I'm trying to go to bed at like a very specific time. I got some melatonin. That really seems to be helping. I don't take that every night, but when I do, I feel like it helps. I know it's not for everybody, and I've heard talks that it's just all in your head and that melatonin doesn't actually do anything. But even if that's true, I only spent like $10 on a 2-month bottle, so I'm fine with that. If I'm spending $10 for 60 days worth of good rest. I enjoy that. I'm gonna rinse my hands off real quick. The bacon's making my hands are all greasy. Can't grab anything properly. So here's what I'm gonna try and do. Look at that. It's coming along nicely. And then making a nice little layer of oil on there. Because when you have cast iron, that's what you want. You want it to be seasoned well. And I haven't seasoned this in a while, so I've always been told if you haven't seasoned it in a while, put it in a bunch of bacon and go to town. So it doesn't rust, so that things cook properly. That just smells amazing. There's my ramen. See, the ramen, it's already soft. Like, I knew it. It wasn't going to take very long. There's my 2 eggs. So this is the bowl I'm going to use. Nice little cage-free eggs. I don't know, I'm not much of like a vegan hipster person, but I think cage-free eggs taste better. I've also been told the white eggs are only that color because they're bleached, like they come out of the chicken brown. They're only white because the factories bleach them and stuff like that. I don't know if that's true, but it kind of weirds me out. What I'm most worried about is burning the bacon. That's why I got this little plate here, so I can put the bacon on and then cook the eggs, and then we're going to throw them all in together. Selection stuff is weird, isn't it? All these. I don't know anything for sure, because I don't know, I swear it's just really hard to know which news outlets you can trust. I've never trusted CNN. Don't get me involved there. But I used to trust Fox News for everything. Now it feels like they're getting heavily liberally biased as well, and it's like, remember back in the day when journalism was just tell me what happened and let the public develop their own opinion. Now it's the media telling you, no, this is the opinion you have to have. And I don't like that. I also really don't like this whole idea of mail-in ballots. Like my county, they mail me one every time, but I sign it and I go in person and I make sure I show them my ID. I appreciate that. But yeah, they mail me a ballot. I've never asked for one since I graduated. They just send me one. So I'm just kind of like, okay, I'll do this, but I want to make sure my voice is heard. I want to make sure that my opinions, my democratic opinions, are being considered. Ooh, look at that! Those noodles are just coming apart. That's beautiful. I am enjoying this. I haven't cooked like this in a while. Usually what I like to cook is honestly mac and cheese, but with some tuna. So I'll get the shells and then you just throw them in there and let it cook for 10 minutes, and then open the can of tuna. It doesn't take very long to cook. I just throw it in the pan while I let the noodles drain. I throw it back in the pot and let it cook for like 2 minutes. Not very long at all. Tuna's thin, so it does not take long to cook whatsoever, which is pleasant. I haven't cooked bacon in a while. I'm used to that thaw and serve kind of bacon. You know, the kind of stuff you can throw in the microwave. But at the store, that was more expensive than this. This thing was like $2.50, and the 12-pack of eggs is about $2.50. And that 6-pack of raw one's $1. So I spent $6 on this. I'm gonna be able to make this meal a couple of times this week. Trying to use up this is why I don't usually buy milk or eggs, because I just don't end up using them and then they go bad. So as much as I love cereal, I don't eat it as much because I'm just always busy in the mornings and trying to get to work. So I'll grab like a Pop-Tart so I can eat that in the car while I'm driving. Like I got Hot Fudge Sundae Pop-Tarts right now, and they're phenomenal. Okay, feel free to make fun of me, but I don't know if I'm doing this right. It doesn't look that cooked. Like some of it does, but not all the way. So I hope I don't burn this. I also have glasses. I should have commented on that a second ago. I went in a few weeks ago just out of curiosity. Because in the last year or so, my mom, my dad, and my brother had to get glasses. Both sets of grandparents have glasses. My mom's brother and sister have glasses. My dad's brother's kids, so my cousins, they all had to wear glasses. So I just had this sneaking suspicion. The doctor said I'm actually pretty good. She only suggested getting glasses now before I actually need them. She said I'm farsighted. My vision is 20/25. My right eye was, well, they're doing the test. I couldn't see a darn thing. It was like freaking me out. I was like, what is happening? But it's really neat. And now that I've been wearing these glasses the last few days, like I've been reading things, and I'm like, hey, I can finally read stuff, and it's not like, usually I'm holding the thing like really close to my face, and I just never realize like, oh, that's actually a sign that maybe you need glasses. This is real blonde hair. So, oh, now the bacon's kind of coming along. I think that looks like it's done or very close to done. The biggest worry is burning it entirely. We're gonna put you up, dear, so I can use both hands. Oh, I also have a mug of Mountain Dew. Today is my day where I'm not having like any whiskey or beer or anything. So I've had like maybe 2 gallons of water today, and this is my cheat so far. It's just a little good stuff. Oh yeah, now it's done. I got a really nice layer. One of these days I'll get a better camera, and then I'll be able to. Then I'll take over the world. I'll be able to, I don't know, like a tripod or something, I guess. It'd be nice if I was in a relationship, then I could like, hey honey, would you hold this? That'd be fun. One day. So these are the eggs, 2 big, large eggs, and I'm gonna try and show you this. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Pleasant. Very pleasant. I like that. See, that's not cooked so quickly. Delicious. While that's doing that, I got raw egg all over my hands, so I'm gonna wash my hand one more time. Ooh, I want a raw egg! Stay. Well, it still fell. What the heck? Oh, my tempered glass fell off too. That's trash. That's very upsetting. Look at that. What? Oh golly, the whole phone case was like $15 and it came with that. What the heck? Oh, good thing I have that. So that fell off and not my actual screen, because that would be a lot worse. Stink, man. That was a fun adventure, wasn't it? Ooh, yeah, this ramen is done. I'm gonna drain it over here. Yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to, make a meal, do my little weekend update. 2 birds, 1 stone. Kind of see how I live. I like to live dangerously. I live life on the edge. No, I don't. There's the ramen. It's all nice. Oh, there's the empty eggshells. I would throw them away, but I forgot to leave the trash out before I went to the store, and I forgot to put a bag in, and so. Even the plastic I cut off on the bacon, it's sitting next to the trash can until I finish this, and then I'll get a bag, because I forgot. Woohoo, look at that. Beautiful. Getting a little brown on the bottom. I cracked that yolk a little bit. This one's still solid, but Very, very nice. I need to get, I love bamboo spatulas. I always have spatulas and spoons, but I need to get some metal ones just because these are really hard to get underneath things. Like now I'm trying to flip the egg. Oh yeah, but this thing is just so thick. It's dummy thick. It's just not doing the job very well. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Bottom looks great. Now we're gonna cook the bottom, or the other side. The top at this point, but now it's the top is the bottom, so it just doesn't do the thing I want it to do. I'm gonna put the bacon back in here, give it a little bit more time to cook. That just looks good all together. I really like that. Now we're gonna prop you up again. Maybe, hopefully you won't fall this time, darn phone. Oh, the darn thing! I tell you what, there. I've been listening to. This is weird. People think I'm weird. That's fine. I listen to sea shanties lately. You know, like, what shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. I don't know why, man. It's just cool. I like listening to stuff like that. Irish music. And like Flogging Molly and Dropkick Murphys. That is just lovely, lovely to me. That, you know, like I realized Irish music and American folk are pretty much the same thing. You're telling a story, bringing people along for the ride. All right. So I grabbed the spoons. I'm gonna spoon these out. Oh yeah, good spooning. Only because it's been sitting there for a few minutes, I figured I might as well reheat the bacon a little bit. Mama, that is pleasant. Even though it's like brown all these edges, I think it's just visually appealing. And I'll show you. Alright, so this is what we ended up with. Our noodles, the chicken, our nice little eggs. That yolk is still in there, so that's going to be a nice little hint, and that fresh bacon cooked over. Well, thanks for joining me. It's been a good evening. I don't really have anything else to report. Sometimes I'm just a boring person. I've accepted that, but you know, not everybody, especially girls want to go and do things. I don't mind doing things, but there are just so many days I just have nothing left in me, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch TV, or I'm gonna lay in bed and just stare at the ceiling because I just have no energy to do anything. And that's kind of been this week. I'm just struggling, but you know, keep praying, keep thanking God for when I feel good. And even now, it's like, God, I have a house, I have a car, I have food. I do have people who care about me, and so I'm grateful for that. So I'm staying positive as much as I can, reaching out as much as I'm able to. It's hard for me sometimes, but I'll do what I can. Well, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good weekend. Don't get lost.